Sacred presence, in this moment, I turn toward you from wherever I am. Perhaps I'm lying awake in a quiet room listening to the sounds of the night. Perhaps morning has arrived, but my body feels heavy, and the simple things I usually do seem to require more strength than I have today. Maybe I am sitting in a place of treatment, waiting for an appointment, looking at a calendar filled with questions I can't yet answer. Or perhaps I am caring for someone I love, carrying a concern that has become too large for my own heart to hold. Whatever brings me here, I bring it honestly. Divine, you know the reality of this moment. You know the weakness I feel, the uncertainty I carry, and the thoughts I don't always say aloud. You know the discomfort that interrupts my rest, the exhaustion that follows me through the day, and the quiet fear that sometimes rises when I wonder what comes next. So I don't pretend to be stronger than I am. I don't hide my weariness from you. I don't need to have perfect words. I simply open my heart. Source of life and light, meet me here in this tender place. Let this moment become a sacred space where I can set down the burden of having to appear brave every minute of every day. If I feel afraid, let me be honest about it. If I feel discouraged, let me bring that discouragement into your presence. If I feel angry, confused, lonely, or tired, let me know that I am still welcome here. Great light, hold me as I am. I come before you with the part of me that is weary from waiting. I come with the questions that have no easy answers, and the uncertainty that can make even ordinary hours feel difficult. I think of the nights when sleep doesn't come easily. I think of the mornings when I wake and immediately remember what I'm facing. I think of the moments when I have to gather courage just to begin the day. Think of the appointments, the conversations, the instructions, the decisions, and the waiting. I think of the people who love me and the concern I see in their eyes. I think of the responsibilities that continue even when I don't feel ready to carry them. Divine, I lay these things before you. I lay down the fear of what I cannot control. I lay down the pressure to know exactly how everything will unfold. I lay down the guilt I may carry when my body needs rest. Lay down the frustration of having to move more slowly than I want. Lay down the loneliness that can come when others don't fully understand what this experience feels like from the inside. I lay down the questions that circle through my mind when the room is quiet, and I lay down the temptation to measure my worth by how productive I am, how much I can accomplish, or how strong I appear to others. Sacred presence, remind me that I am more than this illness. My life is more than this difficult chapter. My identity is not erased by weakness. My dignity does not disappear when I need help. My value does not depend on how much I can do. Today, let that truth settle deeply within me. Higher power, I ask for strength, not the kind that demands I deny my pain, but the kind that allows me to meet this day honestly. Give me strength for the next moment, then strength for the moment after that. Help me stop trying to carry tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. When my mind rushes ahead, gently bring me back to what is in front of me now. If all I can manage today is one small step, let that small step be enough. If I need to rest, help me receive rest without shame. If I need to ask for help, give me the humility and courage to reach out. If I need to speak about what I'm feeling, place trustworthy people around me who can listen with patience and compassion. Creator, strengthen the part of me that feels discouraged. When I become tired of being tired, meet me there. When I feel frustrated by limitations I never expected, remind me that my spirit is not limited by one difficult season. When I become impatient with the pace of life, teach me a gentler patience. When I compare myself to people who seem healthy, active, and free, release me from the burden of comparison. Let me honor the life I am living right now. Let me stop apologizing for what I cannot control. Let me remember that needing care isn't a failure. Divine, be near to me in the ordinary details of this experience. Be with me when I wake in the Middle of the night, be with me when I face another. Difficult morning, be with me when I sit quietly and wonder when I will feel more like myself. Be with me when I have good moments. And when I have difficult ones, be with me when I feel hopeful. And be with me when hope feels very far away. Fill me with courage for what this day asks of me. Let me receive each moment without demanding that it be different. Grant us patience when the path feels longer than expected. Fill my heart with a quiet strength that doesn't need to announce itself. Let me remember that I am still held, even when I don't understand sacred presence. I ask for wisdom for the people who care for me, and for those who walk beside me. Guide every conversation that needs to happen. Guide every decision that needs to be made. Give clarity when choices feel overwhelming. Give patience when information is difficult to process. Give compassion to everyone involved, and help me recognize that I don't have to carry every responsibility alone. Sometimes strength arrives through another person's kindness. Sometimes it comes through a hand held at the right moment. Sometimes it comes through a message that says, "I'm thinking of you." Sometimes it comes through someone sitting quietly nearby, without trying to fix what they cannot fix. Let me notice these gifts. Let me receive love without feeling that I must immediately repay it. Let me allow others to care for me when I need care. And when I have the strength to give, let me remember those who may be facing their own hidden struggles. Great light, protect my heart from becoming consumed by fear. I know there are moments when my thoughts can become louder than reality. I know how quickly one unanswered question can become 100 imagined possibilities. When that happens, help me return to what is true in this moment. I'm here, I am breathing. I am not required to solve my entire future tonight. I can take this one day at a time. I can ask for help. I can rest, can hope without pretending I know exactly what tomorrow will bring. Divine, help me hold hope with open hands, not as a demand, not as a guarantee, but as a quiet light I choose to protect. Let hope be present in the small things, in a kind voice, in a peaceful morning, in the warmth of sunlight across a room, in the taste of a meal I enjoy, in the laughter of someone I love, in the simple comfort of clean sheets and a quiet evening, in the unexpected moment when I realize I have made it through another difficult day. Teach me to recognize that life still contains sacred moments, even here. Sacred presence. There may be days when I feel strong and days when I don't. Help me make room for both. When I feel better, let me receive the moment with gratitude rather than fear that it will disappear. When I feel worse, let me remember that one difficult day does not define my entire story. Help me resist the urge to judge myself by my hardest hours. Give me permission to be human. Give me permission to have mixed emotions. I can be grateful and afraid. I can be hopeful and exhausted. I can trust and still have questions, can feel uncertain and still take the next step. Let me know that these feelings don't make me weak. They simply remind me that I am living through something that matters deeply to me. Source, I pray for inner steadiness. When the world around me feels uncertain, create within me a place of quiet, not a place where I deny what is happening, but a place where I remember that fear is not the only voice available to me. When anxious thoughts arrive, help me meet them with gentleness. When discouragement speaks, let another voice within me answer with courage. When I feel alone, remind me to look for connection. When I feel powerless, remind me of the small choices that remain within my reach. Can choose kindness, can choose honesty. I can choose to ask for support. I can choose to rest. I can choose to appreciate this moment. I can choose to keep my heart open. Divine, strengthen my spirit when my body feels tired. Help me remember that courage isn't always loud. Sometimes courage is getting out of bed. Sometimes courage is making the call. Sometimes courage is accepting help. Sometimes courage is admitting today is hard. Sometimes courage is closing my eyes at night and trusting that I don't have to carry the whole future before morning. Let me honor these quiet forms of strength. Let me see them as real. Let me see them as enough. Holy Spirit of all things, be present with those who are frightened tonight. Be close to the person who is waiting for answers. Be near the person who feels alone in a crowded room. Be with the one who is caring for a loved one and quietly wondering how much longer they can keep going. Be with the person whose illness has changed plans, interrupted dreams, or made ordinary life feel unfamiliar. Be with those who are tired of explaining. Be with those who feel forgotten. Be with those who are carrying pain that no one else can see. And remind each of us that our lives still matter. Our stories still matter. Our presence still matters. Creator, when I think about the future, help me approach it one day at a time. I don't ask to know every detail. I ask for enough light for the step in front of me. Give me wisdom for today. Give me strength for today. Give me peace for today. And when tomorrow comes, meet me there with whatever grace that day requires. Help me not to borrow trouble from a future that hasn't arrived. Help me not to punish myself for possibilities that may never happen. Bring my heart back to this moment, this breath, this room, this day, this life. Sacred Presence, I also bring you the people who love me. Thank you for every person who stands beside me, for the one who makes a phone call, for the one who drives me somewhere, for the one who prepares a meal, for the one who remembers a detail I forgot, for the one who sends a message when I need encouragement, for the one who sits beside me in silence. Bless those who care for me. Strengthen them when they are tired. Give them patience when they don't know what to say. Help them care without losing themselves, and help me receive their love as the gift it is. If I am caring for someone else, give me strength too. Remind me that I don't have to be endlessly strong. Let me rest without guilt. Let me ask for support. Let me understand that caring for another person also requires compassion toward myself. Divine, I bring before you the financial worries, practical concerns and responsibilities that may surround illness. Perhaps there are bills. Perhaps work has become uncertain. Perhaps plans have changed. Perhaps I worry about being a burden to the people I love. Meet these concerns with wisdom and compassion. Help me take one practical step at a time. Guide me toward trustworthy support and wise decisions. Give me courage to speak honestly about what I need, and remind me that my worth can never be calculated by my circumstances. I am not a burden simply because I need care. I am not less worthy because life has become difficult. I am still deserving of dignity, tenderness, and love. Great Light, when I look at my body and feel frustrated by what it cannot do, help me respond to myself with kindness. May I stop speaking to myself in ways I would never speak to someone I love. May I stop treating myself as an enemy. May I remember that my body deserves patience. My mind deserves gentleness. My spirit deserves compassion. I ask for strength to work with what I have today, rather than constantly mourning what I wish I had. Let me appreciate every ability that remains. Let me notice every moment of comfort. Let me celebrate small victories without dismissing them, because they seem ordinary. A little more energy, a peaceful hour, a good conversation, a nourishing meal, a restful night, a moment of laughter. These things matter. Let them matter to me. Source, I trust that my prayer doesn't need to be perfect to be heard. You know the words I cannot find. You understand the tears I don't explain. You know the questions beneath my questions. You know the hopes I barely dare to speak. So I place them all before you. I place my fear here. I place my weariness here. I place my longing here. I place my uncertainty here, and I place my hope here too. I don't ask myself to pretend. I simply ask for the strength to remain open to support, open to wisdom, open to unexpected moments of grace, open to the possibility that even in a difficult season, there can still be beauty. Open to the truth that I am not walking through this moment entirely alone. Sacred Presence, Thank you for being with me in the places I cannot explain to anyone else. Thank you for the quiet strength that appears when I think I have none left. Thank you for every person who reminds me that I am loved. Thank you for every small comfort that reaches me at the right moment. Thank you for the courage to keep going, even when going forward means taking only the smallest step. Thank you for the moments of peace that arrive unexpectedly. Thank you for the capacity to still notice beauty. Thank you for the part of me that continues to hope, and thank you for meeting me without judgment. Divine, I choose to trust, not because I know exactly what will happen, but because I don't want fear to have the final word in my heart. I trust that I can face this day. I trust that I can ask for help when I need it. I trust that I can rest when I am weary. Trust that I can make room for both sorrow and gratitude. I trust that I can keep moving forward without having every answer. And when my trust becomes fragile, hold it for me. When I cannot find the words, let my silence be enough. When I cannot feel strong, let me simply remain. When I cannot see far ahead, give me light for the next step. Higher power, let this be my prayer today. Give me strength without hardness. Give me hope without illusion. Give me courage without denial. Give me patience without surrendering my spirit. Give me peace that can exist alongside uncertainty. Let me walk gently through this season. Let me be kind to myself. Let me receive the love that surrounds me. Let me recognize the sacredness of this present moment, even when it isn't the moment I would have chosen. And when I forget, remind me again, I am still here. I am still worthy. I am still held by something greater than my fear. Creator, I ask for a blessing over this day and over the night that follows. May the person who is weary find enough strength for the next moment. May the person who is frightened find enough courage to face today. May the person who feels alone discover a hand reaching toward them. May the person who is caring for another receive care as well. May those who are waiting for answers find patience in the waiting. May those who are making difficult decisions find wisdom. May those who are struggling to hope be gently reminded that hope doesn't have to be loud to be real. And may each of us remember that we don't have to carry an entire lifetime in one day. Sacred presence, as I leave this prayer, I don't ask to become someone who never feels afraid. I ask to become someone who knows where to turn when fear arrives. I don't ask to never become tired. Ask for the wisdom to rest when I need to rest. Don't ask to understand every mystery. I ask for the humility to live faithfully within what I can understand today. I don't ask for a life without difficulty. I ask for strength, compassion, wisdom, and grace as I walk through whatever is before me. Let my heart remain soft. Let my spirit remain awake. Let my courage remain quietly alive. And if tonight is difficult, stay close. If morning feels heavy, walk beside me. If I receive good news, let gratitude rise naturally. If I face another uncertain day, give me the strength to meet it one moment at a time. May I never forget that my life is more than my illness. May I never forget that my worth is deeper than my strength. May I never forget that needing help does not make me weak. May I never forget that even here, even now, there are still reasons to breathe deeply, to receive love, and to keep the door of hope open. Divine, I place this day into your care. I place my body, my mind, my heart, and my future into the care of a wisdom greater than my own. I release what I cannot control. I receive the strength that is available to me now. And I trust that whatever tomorrow brings, I will meet it one moment at a time. With courage in my heart and sacred light beside me, may you peace find me in the hours when I cannot find it for myself. May strength rise gently within me when I feel I have none left. May love surround me through every person, every kindness, and every quiet gift. And may I remember, through every uncertain night and every difficult morning, that I do not have to carry this moment alone. Tonight, I rest my fear in the hands of the divine. Tomorrow, I will meet the day with whatever strength I have. And for this moment, this breath, this sacred life, I choose peace.